Welcome back to the channel. Today we've got the 2024 M850i xDrive Gran Coupe, or Gran Coupe, depending on how you like to pronounce that word. It is the G16 chassis, and it is in Skyscraper Grey, so a new-ish color for the 8 Series. And I think Skyscraper Grey, of the grays, and there are many, I think this is one of the better looking grays. It's more like a silver gray on the car. So this is the LCI, or Life Cycle Impulse, BMW speak for refreshed 8 Series. You can see it's really hard to tell what's changed, but the grille has changed. So the M850, I also think the 840 also has this double slat KD grille in the vertical slats, which usually means M performance. And you see the M badging there as well. You got the driving assistance professional package. You can see that sensor down there at the bottom, and it's not part of a separate package, but it is part of the driving assistance package. Got the parking package there. So one of the last cars to also have laser lights. So, because the M3, M4, and 4 Series, those laser lights will go away starting next year. So I believe the 8 is the only one left standing with laser lights. Moving over to the side, we have the style 895M wheels, which look really good. And we have the black M Sport brake calipers as well. Take a step back, take in the 8 Series Gran Coupe. I don't know how much longer this car is going to be made. I think it might be maybe 2 more model years. But I think the rumor is the 8 Series is basically dead. I think the Gran Coupe, from at least according to the BMW blog, will be the only one that survives in electric guise. But to me, excuse the damn train. Alright, so to me, the 8 Series is probably the best looking current built BMW. It looks really, really great. And I go back and forth between the Coupe and the Gran Coupe in terms of which one I find better looking. But I don't think you can go wrong with the looks of the 8 Series. Maybe the convertible might be up for debate. But out back we have the M850i and xDrive badging in chrome. You essentially do have a quad exhaust back here as well. This is also, I believe, the last vehicle with the N63 V8. And we'll talk about that a little bit more once we pop the hood. There's that lovely 3/4 view. There's that rest of that side profile. I think looks really great. And this one also has the optional carbon fiber roof. One of the few vehicles in the US market where you can get carbon fiber roof on the vehicle without it being an M vehicle. Technically, this is the M Light or M Performance model, but you get the gist of what I'm saying here. All right, let's make our way inside, go over pricing and options on this M850i xDrive. Of course, you do have the M-style mirror caps. So opening up, we have the Fiona Red extended merino leather, basically a red and black combination, which would be the way to go with a Skyscraper Grey. So basically bringing back that look of the 300 SL and I think the 356 Porsche. Silver and red go well together. Very comfortable seats. But 8 Series still has the manually powered chrome catcher. You have adjustments for the side bolster as well as lumbar support. Your M850i badging down here. Again, this still has some plastic on it. So on the inside we have the M Sport steering wheel with M stitching on the steering wheel. Heated steering wheel as well. Your shift paddles in front of me. iDrive 7 live cockpit. So one of the last men standing in terms of iDrive 7, the others being the X3, X4, Z4, and 2 Series Gran Coupe. Heads-up display. And really do have, feels like a leather dashboard as well. iDrive 7, so an improved screen size. So I think it's 12.2 inches diagonal. So a pretty big screen. You do have your standard climate control buttons down here. So again, if the 8 makes it to another iteration, this is likely going away and be replaced by iDrive 8.5. And all the climate stuff will be up here in the iDrive screen. Down here we have a very old gear selector. So again, old style. All your buttons for driving modes, etc. iDrive controller starts off button. All right, so let's talk about pricing. So starting price of the 2024 M850i xDrive Gran Coupe, $106,300. The paint and leather are included, so you're going to get charged if you go with full leather. Driving assistance package for another $100. Driving assistance pro for another $1,700. M Sport Pro package for $300. Get you the shadowline lights. And a little bit harder to see there. Let me see. Oh, that's better. So front and rear heated seats for $350. Carbon fiber trim, $300. Especially on the center console, so I'll make sure we highlight that once more. And then $2,800 for the carbon fiber roof. Another $650 for the anthracite Alcantara headliner. All told, MSRP of $113,495. So obviously, it's an expensive car. Here's your carbon fiber trim. Only appears here in the center console, not on the door cards. So up here and also in the rear will show momentarily. I'll also point out, so you'll notice there's no shark fin up here. It's basically everything's integrated into the rear glass, just like on the previous gen 6 Series Gran Coupe. All right, so opening I think is pretty decent size, at least in terms of width. But of course, that sloping roof line can present little problems getting into the vehicle, so make sure you duck your head. All right, so here's the view from the back seat, and a little bit more carbon fiber trim. And of course, you have USB-C ports down here, as well as dual zone climate control in the back. You do have technically room for 3 people in the back. That person in the middle will have to straddle this thing here, so that can be a little bit on the uncomfortable side. But in terms of knee room and legroom, it is really great. And headroom is not too bad, given it's a Gran Coupe. And there's a little bit more of that anthracite Alcantara headliner. I think a very nice touch, very sporty. All right, let's take a look at the trunk. All right, so we move to the back. All right, so we'll use our kick to open feature. So line yourself up here, basically in the middle, and a nice quick swift motion of the foot just under the bumper to get it open or closed. We'll do that momentarily. So you can fold down those rear seats using those levers right there. But I think the cargo area is pretty generous. And I think the only criticism will be basically the opening, although width-wise it's pretty good. Height-wise it's a little bit on the narrow side. So we use our kick. All right, so use our kick to close. And make our way to the hood. The sun tends to peek out every once in a little while here. All right, so underneath the hood is the end of the N63 4.4-liter V8 twin-turbo engine, 523 horsepower, 553 torques. So a fantastic engine, and it's basically dead now. So it's replaced by the S68 with a mild hybrid setup and all the V8s. And I think what we're missing right now is revving of the engine. We haven't done that in quite some time, so let's go ahead and do that. Into the back here, I've got my extra microphone, or spare, back here. Hopefully we don't blow out your eardrums with this M850 exhaust sound. We do have the car in Sport Plus, and it's already been warmed up. So let's go ahead and try it. All right, so there's the exhaust sound. So it still sounds pretty damn good, very aggressive, lots of cracks and bangs, although not as much as, say, the early F90 M5s where it was really aggressive. Well, that's it for a quick tour around the G16, and we'll see you at the next video.